Hey there, I'm Vergola, and you're listening to A Pup in the Life, Pod-fessions of a founder's pup. In this walking podcast, I will tell you all about my life with Mom, who's a startup founder, talking startups, entrepreneurship, but also other interesting topics such as mental health and a bit of fun too. Join us in this walk of life. Hey there, it's Vergola, and this is yet another day in A Pup in the Life. So, today, we talk about something that us dogs can't eat, because we're talking about onions. And why are we talking about onions? Because onions are something that Mom is actually always enjoys cooking, and are something that really makes sense to use as a metaphor. So, we are talking onions. First off, thank you for just being so patient and so kind with us, just waiting for us to get a microphone, which also this time Mom forgot again. So we're recording this without a microphone. It's been the third time, so it's gonna go. But anyways, let's talk about onions. Let's talk about onions. Let's talk about onions. So, as you know, an onion is made of different layers, and we think about the layers of the onions just like the complexity of things, right? So you can have an onion which has 4 layers or 40 layers or maybe 14, and that is the complexity of the onion. It might be very young and so have few layers, or be a bit more grown up, let's say, and have more layers. And so less layers to more layers, it grows in complexity, right? And so what do you do when you need to use an onion? Well, you usually take out the first couple of layers, and then you cut it at some point, on the front and on the back, let's say. So the roots and the flower, let's say, and then what you do is either you just cut it and you just dice it, or you can even sometimes, if you're doing certain types of recipes, or just for fun, just for educational purposes, you could actually open an onion, peeling the layers. Sometimes you do it when the onion is getting a bit it's a bit rotten on the outside, but on the inside it's still a bit fresh. So what do? You just peel off the layers that need to go. And so the question for today is, how many layers of that thing you need to peel to stop calling it impossible? What do I mean? That the things that we deem impossible sometimes are just very complex, and we haven't peeled enough layers of the onion to define it possible. Maybe the impossible thing is something that asks us to peel off some layers more. And our job in life is not actually understanding how many layers are in total on the onion, how many layers is the onion made up of, but just tackle one layer at a time. And it's actually like cutting an onion, because you even cry when you work out an onion, but then you get to the heart of it. And so for all the things that people are just telling you, oh, it's impossible. I just have one interesting case now, in the company, in which a client just asks for something that we cannot just say no. But it was not a priority for us now, right? And so how and why do you say it's impossible? Because you probably haven't peeled off enough onions, enough layers of the onion. And so the thing is that actual interesting stuff happens when you peel that fucking onion. And if you haven't, And if you don't, you stay on the surface. And as we know, not so many interesting things happen on the surface. But then again, what not? That peeling makes you cry. And so there is pain connecting to peeling the fucking onion and to taking the layers away. So what I want to say now is that we as dogs cannot eat onions. So I don't want to get into that. But what we can do is observe how nature works. And how nature works in this is quite interesting because it is exactly the metaphor that you need to work on. So if you have something that for you now is very complicated, it is something that you cannot wrap your head around it. You cannot really get to the sense of it. You cannot get to the how of it. Just start peeling the onion one layer at a time. There might be 2, there might be 14, there might be 100, but you'll never know until you get to the heart of the onion. And you'll know because you know. And if you don't know, it means you didn't get to the heart of the onion. There is an interesting poem by Carolyn Duffy about onions that I studied back in high school. And I used to go like, for St. Valentine's, I'm going to give you not a rose, chocolates, no stuff, but I'll give you an onion. Exactly for this reason. Because the complexity of an onion also explains relationships. But this is not a podcast mainly on relationships, so we're not going to get into that. But my idea for this podcast, if you say is new for listening, is think about your onions. What is your onion now? What is the onion that you're trying to peel off? And maybe you didn't get to the heart of it. Maybe use this as a motivation to peel it more, to really do something that's meaningful, to really know something more. Because as much as you peel layers, you actually get to a wiser self, your own self. You grow your skills, you learn stuff, your knowledge increases. And so there is no point in not peeling the onion. So go peel your onion. I'm not going to go peel mine. I have a pretty big onion. Trying to peel it since February, more or less. So please don't give your dogs onions. We cannot eat them. But do metaphors with those. And give gifts, onion as gifts. Use them as a metaphor. And then you let us know how it went. Bye. Hugs. No, sorry. Kisses, hugs, and a bit of barks. Bye.
Hey, it was great to walk with you today. I hope to see you again around soon. By the way, in the meantime, you can find me on Mom's social media. If you look for Marta Basso, which is MartaBasso. Yes, it's Marta without an H. Just find us, send us a like, a comment, a message, reshare the episode if you liked it. I will send you all my hugs and kisses and a bit of barks as well. Walk with you next episode. Bye!